What do you think about the future of music with AI? Oh, I love that question because I think this is where I, again, assuming I am a successful composer, which I am not, um, that's where we have the upper hand. Because AI, generative AI, is based on like mass art, mass production, like um, they just make stuff that looks and sounds like lots of other things, right? So they can generate pop songs pretty well, like I don't know, or soundtracks, that kind of stuff. At this point, what's that name of the thing that makes music? Anyway, like, or as picture as well, like they can make pictures that look like certain things, like photos. But the value of art, as in like human made art, is not in the outcome, but like the fact that it is human made. That's why I've spoken so much about goals, intentions. I should say, thankfully, the field that we're in, at least, the when people commission a piece of music, they don't just want the outcome. They don't just want um the product of that commission, but also the personality of that person writing the music or making the art piece of art. So that I think there's a huge divide between like pop stuff, pop art, pop music, pop whatever, versus, I don't know what's the best word for it. Like, some people say fine music, some people say art music, high art or whatever. But as things stand now, the market for art music still appreciates the personal element in it. So even if there are some composers that use AI or other like tools to assist the composition, the intention of the composer is still there, and that's what people are paying them for. So thankfully, I think for a little bit, this is it's not going to affect the current state of fine art as much, because the human is at the center of the artwork, not the artwork itself. Yeah. But like, for example, let's say film music, I think that might be endangered. It's because film music, like, people don't really care who wrote it or what they wanted to write in the music. It's more like how it fits with the film, or how it makes people feel. So that might be threatened by generative AI. But yeah, for now, I think like concert music, that kind of stuff, like orchestra music, or let's see what this composer is doing, and how they do it. And if you are part of that audience, that intended audience, you can hear what the composer is trying to do and whether they've done it. The fact that certified human is a phrase that existed, the friendship between human made and AI generated, is so dystopian. Yeah, it is very sad. So yeah, I feel lucky that I'm working in a field that is at least for now appreciative of the human element in art. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I think everything we're good for now. When it comes to blockbuster movies, the composer is as much a draw to the movie as any actor. It's more like a star effect, isn't it? Like, let's say Hans Zimmer is the composer, and then it turns out he just AI'd it. I don't know. People would still go to the movie because it says Hans Zimmer, isn't it? But I mean, we all often joke about Hans Zimmer not really writing his music anyway. Like, it's his like team that really does most of the composing. That's a running joke among like composers. So by extension, even if hypothetically Hans Zimmer used completely AI generated the whole soundtrack, and people didn't know, they would still go there because it says his name. But even with AI, humans are still at the center of it to some degree because it's being trained on what we humans have created. It's being regurgitated. Yeah, no, but like when generative AI creates a piece of artwork, it doesn't have the process is not being considered by a human, right? So they could see the gray areas like prompt engineering. Let's say potentially some composer is very good at writing a very specific prompt that to give the desired result. But still, the musical decisions within that result is not fully controlled by a human. It doesn't. It's just a probability machine that gives you the result, right? What about learning languages today? YouTube's giving some translations not so bad. Yeah, by all means, don't learn them. Don't learn them. It's not worth it anymore. Learn it for fun. Thoughts on smashing data centers with hammers? Whether you're based or not is highly dependent on your answer. Is it practical? I think it is. I think hammers are too small. You might need like, I don't know, a big lorry or something along those lines. And also you need to know where they are. And it's a bit too intertwined with like other infrastructure now. Like I'd love to smash like whatever OpenAI is using, but like let's say if you smash Google's data centers, it also takes down YouTube, which I don't want. I love YouTube. Please keep YouTube alive. Just take out all the stuff. It's cathartic. I think there are yeah. I don't want to go to jail. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go to jail. I'm happy with where I am right now. Especially not before I get citizenship. I don't want to get deported. That's the scariest part, you know? When you see the protests out there today in Manchester, oh my God. I've been asked why I haven't been to any of the counter protests whenever the fascists come along, and I'm like, I'm just kind of scared. I don't want to be beaten up for now, and also like, in case the police, you know, suddenly for some reason arrest counter protesters, which they have done, you know, if I go out there in a counter protest and then police for some reason arrest me, I'm the one that gets deported, not the fascists. So like, I'm scared. Absolutely terrifying. I know. So maybe later potentially, I can we can do crime, the civil disobedience. Yeah, you gotta be a citizen to do civil disobedience, right? Or I guess smashing data centers would not be very civil, but you know it is based. So, you know, depends on how you look at it. But not all activism is about protests. Oh, those are really important. There are other ways we can show up for each other. Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of activism on my part, like through the things I do. I mean, most of my 2019 to 21 were about activism through my music, making films, making operas, and other things, other tiny things that I've done on YouTube. And then lately, the past few years, you might have noticed I've done a lot of things with like minority languages. Well, I guess mainly Welsh, but also like just standing up for linguistic rights as well. And now that is the main issue that I not care about. Like I care about lots of things, but that's the main issue that I stand up for, because I feel like I am able to make a difference within this particular cause by using my platform. So yeah, I mean, tell me about it. I'm a proper activist, and not that I often think about that, but like the things I do, that they fit the description of activism, I think. I mean the whole like citizenship testing, right? The whole citizenship application through Welsh thing. That is the best bit of activism I've done. Just pestering the companies, pestering newspapers to report about it, and making a big fuss on the radio, on the television. That's what I have come to do, I suppose. Even though I didn't set out to do this kind of stuff. It was initially gonna be really simple, just apply for stuff and get them. But you know, that it is what it has turned out differently. By the way, I'm going to be applying for settlement in like less than a month. So I will make an update video by then. I will combine that with like other things that I need to tell you guys.